Hey everyone, and welcome once again to another Tales of Christoria video. So, right when I finished recording my last video regarding the Gleam Stones, Bandai Namco literally released all the information for the next summons and a couple of other stuff. So we're gonna take a moment and go through this news, and we'll also be taking a look at the new Reid and Colette units. So before we get into it though, guys, before we get into this wonderful news and content, just go ahead and hit that like button, and if you do like my videos, and leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel so you know more Tales of Christoria content is on the way. Also, so you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I am also playing Scarlet Nexus. I am streaming it most days whenever I play it, so keep an eye out for that. I usually will be streaming in the afternoon, USA Eastern time. So yeah, keep an eye out for that as well. So thank you guys so much for the support. Well, let's get into this news. So the next limited time raid, right now we're on Voivray. The next one is going to be Leviathan, so water. So get your win teams ready, guys, to raid and get those hero emblems and the crystals. So nothing too special about that. Just the next raid, limited time raid, will be Leviathan, so win teams. Alright, so we got the next event upcoming as well. It's going to be Blue Seas Midsummer Rescue, featuring Pascal and so featuring Hisui and Pascal. So this should be interesting. Oh, crit damage plus 95%, fire bow, 8,000 HP, 1500 attack, defense 1000. It's an okay stone, not really super great, kind of on par with the Patty stone we had a little while back. So it's a decent one, but by now people have had time to, collect better crit damage stones. So that's a decent event stone. Not too much excited about that one, but plus 15% evasion rate to water allies. So water gun, 12,500 HP, high on HP, 400 attack and 900 defense. So the Pascal stone is pretty good, plus 15% evasion rate. That will be nice. There are a lot of evasion rate stones in water. You have Rapide stone as evasion rate. There's like one or two others, but I can't think of them right now. But yeah, Pascal's evasion rate to water allies, so pretty decent. These event stones aren't that great. So let's take a look at the event style here. So it's going to be exchange, it won't be summon boxes. You're going to be collecting the alluring horn shells. So let me see, you clear the quest to get event points. You're gonna receive rewards. You collect the shells for for the exchange, and okay. So the alluring horn shells, they'll have a raid also, Deep Terror. That's gonna earn you ancient scrap, which will be another part of the exchange as well. So they're going to have that dual exchange, the higher quality exchange that you get from the raid. That's probably going to let you exchange for the Memoria Stone and Seer's Orbs and things like that. So, alright, so our character event bonuses, we're going to have Colette, the event item drop up by 20%, and Reid, as well as Christmas Mila, Yuri. That's it in regards to our event bonuses. So if you have these characters, it'll be good to include them for the event item drop up, just so you can clear the exchange faster. So keep that in mind. Overall, it doesn't look like it's really going to be that important of an event, but when it releases, we'll be doing a video on it and covering it, especially for the evil stages. Now this is interesting. A swimsuit Memoria Stone step-up summons. Step-up summons, I love the step-up summons. I usually go through them at least once, so this will be interesting. So it looks like it's going to include all swimsuit Memoria stones. So that'll be fun. So go back to last summer and this summer, I hope? Or is it just going to be last summer's? So step 1 is discounted at 1,500 gleamstones. Step 2 is also discounted at 2,000 gleamstones, and you're going to get at least 3 SR above Memoria stones. Okay, and step 4 guarantees SSR Memoria stone. So, so good. That's good. Step 1 and step 2 are both discounted, so you won't, be burning through too many gleamstones to go through this. Looks like to go through all 4 steps, you're going to be burning about 8,500 gleamstones to go through all 4 steps, so that won't be too bad. It's going to become available on Wednesday, June 30th. So it is now, I believe, the 28th at the time of recording. So in 2 days, yeah, it will be available. Oh, and step 3 is 5 times SR above Memoria stone guaranteed. So that's gonna be real nice. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got, okay, so yeah, Summer Vague. Summer Vague is a good one, which his Memoria stone would be good to pull for just because of that plus 120% crit damage. He also does do pretty good hit gen, so Summer Vague isn't a bad one to go for. Summer Kanono, and everyone loves Summer Kanono's Memoria stone because it gives flat OL gauge up to anyone, plus 24. She's a decent healer, AoE, DPS. She's alright. She's an okay unit. I wouldn't really be pulling her for a unit, mostly her stone. Summer Yuri, his stone is meh. His kit is also meh. He's not really that great. He does provide some decent AoE and debuffs, but that's really about it. Summer Rudy, really good unit, plus 18% crit rate to water allies. Is for her Memoria stone, so that's pretty good too. It's not terrible, but her defense down is solid. It's a solid defense down. Okay, so it looks like it's just the rate up characters are just going to be last year's summer swimsuit. I'll go through the step up summons once. It's just something I do because heck, it's going to be at least 1 guaranteed SSR stone, possibly more. And at a discounted rate at that. So it'll be running 8,500 gems. I'll record it and I'll upload it as well for my step up for a pool video. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Now here's the meat and potatoes, what we really wanted to see. So let's take a look at this. First look from me at their kits. So SSR Reid Undersea Inspiration, SSR Colette Dazzling on the Sand. Our first look at these units and their kits. So let's see if they're going to be worth pulling literally right before anniversary. We have anniversary coming up in, I don't know, is it like 18, 19 days now? So less than 3 weeks. So literally right before anniversary. So we'll see if they're worth pulling for. So should you pull for SSR Reid Undersea Inspiration and SSR Colette Dazzling on the Sand? Let's take a look at what they are. So, okay, so Reid. Okay, Reid's Memoria skill, 100% Dispel Resist, so that's pretty good. There are lots of characters with Dispel. I don't think there are really any bosses or anything that cast Dispel too often. 11,000 HP, 3,200 attack, and 700 defense. So pretty decent stone, not too terrible. Okay, so 39,600 HP, 4,920 attack, and 3,720 defense. Undersea Wonders is his Awakening skill, plus 15% attack to water allies, and plus 20% attack to water allies at 20 hits, so he buffs attack pretty decently. His Mystic Art is Rising Maelstrom, 450% attack, 3 hits, 1 enemy, 200 over limit gauge. So he's a DPS character for sure. For sure, DPS character. Sword Rain Alpha, 200% attack, 12 hits, 1 enemy, 2 cooldown, and increases his attack of self by 20% for 3 turns. Demon Spiral Hammer, 275% attack, 8 hits, 1 enemy, 4 cooldown, 100% increased attack of self by 30% for 2 turns. So yeah, he's definitely a DPS character. He can increase his attack by 50%. Let's see, if you were to use Sword Rain Alpha, and then use Demon Spiral Hammer, and then use his Mystic Art, man, whew, that's gonna be pumping out some damage for sure. So yeah, Reid is gonna be good. He's also gonna fit in pretty well with Rudy and Asbel, since they're all water sword units. They'll all benefit from each other. So that's pretty interesting, and so that'll work really well. So he might be someone to pull for. So his strengths are high attack, powerful Mystic Art and Arts, and the ability to give himself a massive attack boost. His Transcendence 4 can be unlocked to deal even greater damage to debilitate afflicted enemies. So pair him with characters who can debilitate and make short work of the enemy. Alright, so yeah, so Reid is pretty good. He looks like he's going to be a solid character to pull for. So let's take a look at Colette, Dazzling on the Sand. Her Memoria Stone gives 15,000 HP, 1600 attack, and 1400 defense. Her Memoria skill is Weakness 6 Fire, plus 56% reduction of enemy break gauge to fire allies. That is huge. That's an amazing Memoria Stone. Break stones are really good for raids, and for those events where you just really need to break someone's get that break gauge down. So that's a really good break stone. So that may be a stone worth pulling for. Let's check out her character. Really cute splash art, by the way. So you may just pull for Colette just because she looks so freaking cute. Now, 54,000 HP. That is a lot of base HP. Holy cow. 2,400 attack and 4,800 defense, so she is obviously not an attacker. Obviously, she's a huge support. Probably gonna. So, her. Okay, her awakening skill is called Oops, I Fell. Plus 20% attack to fire allies at 20 hits, and plus 30% attack to fire allies at 40 hits. She's gonna be Hitchin. So yeah, definitely a support character, Hitchin. That is a huge attack increase. So, okay, so Splash Concert, 40% attack, 25 hits to all enemies. Oh my word. Don't tell me it's another, oh. It's another Mythos. She's another Mythos. Oh my goodness. Okay, so her Mystic Art Splash Concert, 40% attack, 25 hits to all enemies. So she's in... Oh man, that's 100 hits. And then she's got one that does 13 hits to all enemies. It's another Mythos. Alright. 170 over limit. 100% chance to decrease defense of all enemies by 15% for 2 turns. Yep. Alright, Arts 1 is Hammer Rain, 55% attack, 13 hits all enemies, 5 cooldown, and it poisons for 2 turns. She's a water Mythos. Arts 2 is Whirlwind Rush, 70% attack, 22 hits, 1 enemy on a 2-turn cooldown, and it restores her HP by 40%. Alright. Okay. So yeah. She can trigger the plus 20% attack off of if there are 2 enemies. She can trigger it off of both arts and her Mystic Art, and she can trigger the plus 30% attack to fire allies at 40 hits. If there are 2 enemies, she can trigger it off her Mystic Art. If there are 3 enemies, she can trigger it off of her Art 1. Sorry, no, it has to be 4 enemies to trigger it off Art 1, because 3 enemies would give you 39 hits. But holy cow. Okay. Alright, so her strengths. Sorry, I'm just kind of like amazed that they are giving us another mythos, like, and it's Colette, you know, they're from the same game, and this is just boggling my mind, because she's another, if you need Hitchin, especially for water, if you didn't get Merity, Colette is a must-have because of the amount of Hitchin she has. So sorry, I'm kind of gushing over it. It took my breath away for a moment there, but so her strengths are: combine a Mystic Art and Art that damage all enemies with her Awakened skill effects to really ramp up your party's damage. A powerful supporting character, she can inflict poison or reduce an enemy's defense. Sorry, I think I said about if you don't have, she's water, she's fire. She is, I keep forgetting she's fire. For some reason I have in my head that she is water, but she's fire. So she is a fire Meridian mythos, and so, you know, and just before this, I watched Derby Cat's video of the 570 hits in the tower. Now, I mean, replace Douse with Colette. Now you got probably 700 hits. This is ridiculous. The amount of hit gen is just ramping up. It's getting way too high. Anyway, a powerful supporting character, she can inflict poison or reduce an enemy's defense. So yeah, she's overall support. So, answer the question: should you save or pull, guys? I'm pulling. I am going to pull. I want both of them, but I mainly want Colette, so I can put Colette and Mythos together and just dominate. Dominate the Phantom Tower, dominate Arena. You know, just especially, she's got defense down. Mythos's defense does a 34% defense down. She does 15% defense down. That's going to be a total of 49% down. You're halving the enemy's defense and doing an absurd amount of hit gen to raise your attack. I mean, attack buffs aren't even really that necessary with this. You know, your damage increase from just the hit gen is going to be insane. So, yeah, you know, just normal pity stuff at the bottom here, and their normal disclaimers. So, yeah, okay, so should you pull or not on SSR Reid, Undersea, Inspiration, SSR Colette, Dazzling in the Sand? Pull or save? And my personal answer is pull. I will be pulling. Without a doubt, I will be pulling on this banner, and I'm going to be aiming for Colette. If I get Reid, I'll be okay with it. But I'm probably going to pull until I get Colette. But we'll see about that. So that comes the 30th. So we'll be doing a video of that too. I will roll together the step-up summons and the premium summons video. So stay tuned for that, guys. That's going to be coming on the 30th. I will be doing those pulls once the banner comes out. And yeah, rip anniversary stash. I was up to 42,000 gleams. Rip anniversary stash, definitely. All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something new, or saw something you liked. Make sure you like that video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel so you can see those cursed pull videos that are most likely going to happen on the 30th. So once again, guys, thanks for all the support, thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.